That's your people. Catholics trying to hide that information.
We're great at PR.
The last thing they want. I went to Catholic school, man, for a whole year. Cured me.
Well,
Fixed me up good.
That's where you get your fine sense of right and wrong from. No, wait, let's not do that.
Well, with right and wrong as far as what is right and what is wrong. With you? No, I got lucky. They beat me a little bit.
What do you mean you got lucky?
You
got unlucky. You didn't get that taste of... no, I said, just like I said earlier, if it weren't for Father Michael, I would have given far less good head. I mean,
there was a real Father Michael?
So much less... You know, he's going to get killed now, but...
Who was Father Michael?
I'm not... No, I bet...
Was a real dude? I should maybe suck his dick? For real?
Don't make me. I was quite enthusiastic about it. I thought my English teacher too.
How old was he at the time?
I don't know. He's quite young, quite hot.
Really?
Yeah.
And so that's where it all started? With Father Michael?
No.
Was that post the tranny?
Yeah, it was post. So I wasn't abused
queen?
as a child or anything like that.
Meanwhile,
I lost my virginity in an interracial fivesome with a drag queen.
That's not enough.
So I started.
How old were you?
I started bringing, I don't know, like 13, maybe 12.
13? Drag
12
queen,
13,
interracial fivesome.
Yeah, it was great.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you understood correctly. During his recent appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast, Milo Yiannopoulos stated that he first had sex when he was 12 or 13 years old with an adult drag queen and said that he thought this was perfectly okay.
And in many cases, actually, those relationships with older men. This is one of the. This is one of the reasons I hate the left. You know, they have this sort of stupid, one size fits all policing of culture. This sort of arbitrary.
Milo.
This arbitrary.
Let him talk. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be quick. This arbitrary and oppressive idea of consent, which totally destroys, the understanding that many of us have of the complexities and subtleties and complicated nature of many relationships. People are messy and complex, and actually, in a homosexual world, particularly, some of those relationships between younger boys and older men, the sort of coming of age relationships, the relationships in which those older men help those young boys to discover who they are and give them security and safety and provide them with love and a reliable and sort of a rock where they can't speak to their parents. Some of those relationships are some of the most molestation to me. It sounds like,
well, you know what?
It sounds like Catholic priest molestation to me.
And you know what? I'm grateful for Father Michael. I wouldn't give nearly such good.
Do you think I make a good priest? I think I make a good priest.
Well, you make a good priest if you think the guy that made you suck his dick was a good priest. That kind of good priest.
He was a great priest. Honestly, like he was the.
He was good other than that?
I've never had a better singing tutor. He was great.
Singing teacher.
He got notes out of me I didn't even know I could produce.
Well, he worked your plumbing.
Shattering the chandeliers, kind of.
But was he good outside of what he did? Like, was he a good religious scholar? Was he a good teacher?
I think he was just a parish priest. I mean, I
just
really
a fucking creep getting his dick sucked then.
He's gonna get lynched.
But I do have to wonder, if Milo is okay with adults getting their cock sucked by 14-year-olds, what would happen if a 14-year-old wanted to suck Milo's cock? Would he take him up on that offer? Who knows? But I suppose he hasn't defended loads of other paedophiles in the past as well, right?
That's a guy.
I lived in Hollywood a while ago.
Did you?
Briefly. And
did you go to one of his parties?
I went to other people who I won't name of a similar stature in Hollywood. I went to their boat parties and to their house parties and things, and some of the things I have seen have beggared belief.
Yeah? Can you give us like a...
Well, just... I don't want to be indiscreet about specific people.
Right, you don't have to do that.
It's going
just dance around the facts.
Yeah, dangerous. But I can tell you the truth without dropping anyone in it.
Okay.
I mean, some of the boys there were very young. Very young.
And this is really recently?
I don't remember... No, like, I don't know, 8 years ago. I don't remember...
Statute of limitations.
I don't remember whether I ever met Bryan Singer or whether I even knew who he was then. But I knew other people of similar stature, as I say, and there were some very young boys around at that time. There was a lot of drugs and a lot of...
twinks.
A lot of twinks taking drugs and having unsafe sex with older men, and some of these boys were very young.
What did you think of